So I'm Danny Wilson from Boxing Science. On this Train Like a Champion exercise demonstration video, I'm going to provide a step-by-step process now to perform a bench press. Bench press is a really good exercise to improve upper body strength that can have huge benefits and transfers to punching force, as well as reducing the likelihood of injury. So Callum's going to demonstrate a bench press first. So making sure that the bar's at a position where when you're going to grab it, the arm's slightly bent. You're going to grab thumb length away from the smooth bits, just wider than shoulder width apart. During the bench press exercise, make sure your legs are bent and your feet are flat on the floor, and you're providing tension through your legs whilst you're doing the exercise. Make sure that your arms are locked out and the bar's just sitting above the centre of your chest. Come nice and slow down, elbows tucked in, and drive it up nice and fast. Just go a little bit quicker on the way down, yeah? Good. When you press out, you're making sure you're locking your arms out. Take a deep breath in before you go. Keep that locked in until you complete the exercise. All the way through as well, you need to make sure that your core's nice and tense, so your lower back is firmly against the bench. Make sure it's completed at a nice controlled tempo on the way down, nice and explosive on the way up, locking out your elbows, making sure you're getting good use out of your triceps. Press-ups are often performed in many boxing gyms, but it's often performed with a few little mistakes. So Rizar's going to show you a couple of examples. So start off with your hands wide. So when the hands go too wide, you can end up using your shoulders a little bit too much and neglecting your tricep muscles and your chest muscles and all your core as well. This is why boxers end up getting quite tight shoulders. Other ones, just have your hands a little bit further in. Okay. Other ones where boxers don't maintain a neutral hip position. They can drop the hips, go down into press up Riz, and push the upper body up. And this basically uses the lower back a little bit too much instead of engaging the core. So what I'm going to show you is a few tips on how to do a press up to engage the right muscles that we want to develop. So what we're going to do, you're going to start off on the floor all the way down. Yeah. So you're going to start off on the floor. Head's going to be facing the floor as well. Your hands are going to be into your armpits. The elbows tucked in, and you're going to provide a lot of tension through these shoulder blades here. Okay. You don't have to provide too much tension yet. Because what I want you to do as well is to tuck up that stomach, tuck up the core, provide tension through your core. So it's like a little knife is coming up through the floor, all right, and you want to get your belly away from it. As well, you're going to provide tension through your glutes, provide tension through your shoulders, and you're going to press up all your body as one. Then nice and slow down, then back up. Same again with all our exercises, there's nice controlled tempo on the way down, nice explosive on the way up. Make sure you're locking out, tensing up them triceps. So Rizar's been on the programme, just have a relax Rizar. Rizar's been on the programme for a good few years now, so he's really good at press-ups. When this exercise is first introduced, a lot of boxers, what they can end up doing, if you just go back down, what you can end up doing, go down, all the way down, is lift up the upper body first and leave the lower body there, because it's engaging the core a little bit more, so they might end up struggling. Okay? So if that's happening, what I want you to do is just take your feet a little bit wider, Riz. A little bit wider. Yeah. Go down and back up. So then now it relaxes the core a little bit more. It puts less demand on the core, so then the exercise can be done properly. The next regression exercise for the bench press is the floor press. And this is a really good exercise for boxers because with the tight shoulders, what might happen during pressing actions is that the head of the arm might turn in. This puts a lot of pressure on the tendons and ligaments around the shoulder area. That's why a lot of boxers end up getting a lot of shoulder injuries. So the floor press starts with the dumbbells a little bit higher and allows you to sit them shoulders back a little bit more. So it's going to be feet just in towards his bum, stomach nice and tense, so his lower back's against the floor, his elbows are going to be tucked in, shoulders pinned back, and he's going to press the weights up and back down. Just want you to twist on the way up as well. So yeah, so he twists the dumbbells as he goes up, blocks out using his tricep muscles, nice and controlled tempo on the way down, nice and explosive on the way up. Again, providing that tension through his core so his lower back isn't getting involved. Okay, so the next exercise is his dumbbell chest press. This is really good for boxers because whether punching with the right hand or left hand, there's going to be slight imbalances between right and left. So the dumbbells provide an opportunity to make sure the imbalances are reduced. Same setup as a bench press, with the legs being bent and the core being tense so the lower back's against the bench. It's going to drive it up. Keeping the shoulder blades pinned back, elbows tucked in. Again, keeping the head and the shoulders rolled back. Make sure there's not a lot of tension going through them shoulder ligaments and shoulder tendons. Again, he's nice and explosive on the way up, twisting the dumbbells, locking out his triceps.